for a bit, but
I know.
still haven't
Not
got
really
my
that much.
glasses.
Oh, wait.
These
so
are
what-
old prescription glasses.
Oh,
so
okay.
I
We were just
will be
thinking, like, you must
struggling.
have them by now, because, like, how long can it take to get glasses? And I guess
No,
it's
it
longer
shouldn't
than
be.
that.
Well, it's been a week, and they still haven't gotten.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
tomorrow.
Are they mailing them, or are they just
No,
grinding
they
the
have to have
lenses?
them. They have to have them finished in Florida or something. Then they send
Oh.
them. I don't know. I guess they're all the same. I don't.
Are they fancy glasses? Or?
No,
Okay.
regular prescription.
You don't
Just
just go to,
why-
like, I don't even know what the place they're called, some eye center and have them do it?
That's what I went, and they can't do it there. They have
Oh.
to send it because they do it by prescription.
That's really
So I'm
weird.
wearing old prescription. So
Okay.
I'm
Well-
seeing better, but not as well as I could.
Yeah. Okay.
I just will make the most of it.
Well,
In fact,
things
I
look-
can't read. I'll read with my bare eyes.
If things look fuzzy, that's
They will be a little
yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
not too much.
That's how
Things
they
are
say it's
fuzzy, but I can blame my mistakes on that.
Yeah.
You see, that's always good to know. You're doing slow today.
We're gonna start slow. Actually, that won't work. Slow turn 2. So here's the music for you guys.
Oh, it's not the stuff you. Oh, we don't have that.
No, you don't have this.
No, we do not.
Nope.
Thank you.
There you are. And there you are.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Just, you
Jeff, you don't get anything.
Yes, because he's Jeff. He knows it already.
No, I got it last week.
Yeah, it's gonna memorize. No. Okay, so and before we do that, I'd like to do something just ear training, since a lot of this gets into weird stuff, just weird intervals that we're not used to. I just would like to play around with a few things just to show the difference between major, minor, and a Byzantine interval, just to show that we can sing it. It's just a matter of like,
All right.
playing around with things. So what we're gonna do, okay. So we're gonna use this drone cellos.
Yes, cello.
And so the reason why this is nice is because cellos have the harmonic series, as opposed to sometimes when you hear like just an ESON, you don't have all these things. But in that you can kind of hear that there's a fifth going on, there's other things playing around. So when you start to tune with it, you really hear the beats, like all the little, however much you're off in terms of pitch. So what I'd like to do is, and this is just an E flat, so what I'd like to do is us to sing the fifth, so if that was ni, then we'll sing the, and then we'll go like, I'll tell you what to do, but it'll be the, ga, the, and just hear how that works.
Okay.
And then go the, ga, vo, and then go ni, pa, vo, same way Western would be. And then the minor one, ni, pa, vo, and then sing something in the middle of those two. And then we'll see how that goes. If that doesn't go so well, then what we'll do is we'll go, we'll do it anyway, is we'll sing like a minor third. So if that's our thing, then it would be, a minor third would be vo, but you can still go all the way up to the next one just by sliding, which if we take 5 seconds to slide, you can get all the intervals in the middle. So then you have all the capability of singing these things, and you've proven to yourself that it's possible.
See all this goes.
So I don't know, is that loud enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start, we can just sing that, just sing on ah, I guess. Ah, and then go up to the, ah, down to ga. And then we'll go the, ga, vo, the, ga, vo. And now we'll go ni, pa, vu, major, then ni, pa, vu minor, then ni, pa, vu in the middle. So ni, pa, vu, ni, pa, vu, ni, pa, vu. You want me to sing it, or I don't know if that's
I didn't know what you were
Is that
doing.
the Byzantine or
Which,
is the last?
in the middle.
oh, the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere in between.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, here you go. Ni, pa, vu. That's Western.
Uh-huh.
So, ni, pa, vu, ni, pa, vu. somewhere. If you notice where we were was not minor, and it also wasn't major.
No.
It was somewhere in the middle.
It was emo.
Yeah.
New age.
So let's do the minor and then slide up. Let's take about 5 seconds to slide up to the major. So that's ni fa vo, and then go back down. Okay.
Hard to stop.
Yeah. It's like, well, where's the minor? You know,
Yeah.
where, like, because certain things. So if you go, let's say, you can hear it a little bit there. You can tell where the fifth is. Fourth is a little bit harder. Third, you can hear it click in. The minor, you know where it is, but it's a little bit harder. The only reason you can hear the Byzantine one is because it sounds weird. If you so ni fa vo ni. So it's not on either side.
Yeah.
I don't know if you hear that at all, or we can play around with it
Yeah.
at some point. But at some point it's nice to just have something to tune against, so that you know where you're doing.
Right.
And how to tune things with it. But we'll play around with that. I was doing it this afternoon at home. Well, after work. I didn't just leave work to play around with harmonics. Okay, cool. Any questions, thoughts?
Interesting.
We'll
That could be a lot of fun.
We'll get
play
there
around
someday.
with it and sliding around with things. Maybe I'll write something else that we actually can follow something to sing and play around with intervals.
Yeah, at this point in time, I'm not very good at long instructions.
Yeah.
So if I have to remember more than 3 steps,
Yeah. We'll see what we can do. I'll write out this 20-step list.
Okay,
No, I think
yes,
it's better
thank
to
you.
hear it. I think what you're doing is better.
Mhm.
Because, you hear it first.
Yeah.
That's how it gets in your head.
Yeah, and then we can work on the second mode thing too, because then it's not a half step. It's a little more than a half step. But it's not a whole step. So it's somewhere in the middle, in the fuzziness. Okay, so second mode. Let me talk about second mode. This brief or the slow second mode. Since we talked about it briefly, so slow tone 2 is in soft chromatic. And if you remember, that's 8, 14, 8, 12 are always with our 12. 8, 14, 8. So from knee to knee. So a little more than a half step, a third more than a half step. And that's just why that makes this weird, and this 14 just gets a little odd. And then for tone 2, we start on V, we end on V, and so then in the middle, it's a question of what do we do. So in the middle, it either stays on V or it goes to VU.
What's that little squiggly thing that you keep putting there by the D's?
Oh, that's in iota. So
Well,
Hi.
how does that mean? Yeah, but what does that mean to music?
V.
Oh,
He's just going on
It's
V.
the sound.
Instead of
It's
just
the
like
sound.
writing the letter V, he's writing out V, like you'd write D, D-E, V,
See,
C,
he's just doing
iota.
the sound.
yeah, it's just another letter. So it's just me adding this I there.
Okay, I'm so used to not having that there. It's not.
That work?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I could have learned it, really. Just curious.
So V and then V or VU on your. So this is your beginning. These are your intermediate and your imperfect and your tentative cadences, and then this is your perfect cadence at the end, always on B.
For the one who's absent, how is this that much different from what we did the second
Mhm.
slow tone, the
or
faster we will
the brief plagal
ones,
two?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
not that different.
so the difference is slow tone 2 versus brief plagal 2.
Should say.
Brief plagal 2. We normally begin on V, even though the little marker tells you VU. But we begin on V, and then at the end you go down to VU always, if it was plagal 2. But and then normally, if it's any sort of imperfect or I would say tentative ending, something with some sort of finality in the music is always vu. So whether it be the ending or like an intermediate ending, it's always vu. And so you see a lot more vu predominance in Plagal 2, whereas this, it's very much more the. Is the ga vu vu ga the. It always goes back to the.
And they're both soft, slow chromatic.
Soft chromatic.
Softish is what I
Yeah.
meant.
So, and every so often this one goes down to ni the ga vu pa ni. But that's not really that's a nuancy thing. That's not really a melodic contour. That's a word painting thing. So yeah, essentially what you'll notice is that you get a lot of the, and then sometimes what it does is it'll stay in this regime and it'll stay just around the, and every so often it'll work on the above portion, and every so often it'll work on the below portion. The different tetrachords, if I use that word, from the to ni, or from the down to pa, the to high ni and the down to pa. So, but in general, just remember always go back to the. When in doubt, the. Okay. Any questions there initially? All right. Cool. Let's sing Without I Have Pride. Let's sing with this one straight on the words, and then Let My Prayer will do Nipavu. We'll see what happens. So if you look at the beginning of the second page, we have a scale change. And Jeff and I sang this last week, so it stays in hard chromatic for a good while. Actually, let's sing that one on note names because of the scale change.
Yeah, I was thinking that probably the harder one.
Yeah.
Because it's hard chromatic on pa, right?
Yeah, so then it changes. Okay, so this is where it gets funny. So that we're going to sing it, and then on the second page where it says, unto me, that's thee, but then it comes, pa ga vu pa pa vu. So that's where we switch over to pa vu ga di ke di ga vu pa. And then eventually in the third line of that page, then we switch back to the. So just be aware that I'm gonna switch names. Okay. Cool. And the intonation for this one is ne ha nes, and there's other longer ones, but that's good enough for now. So the vu ga di ke zo di ke zo ni zo ke di ga vu ga di ke di ga vu ga di ni zo ke di ga di ke di ga vu zo ke di ni pa ni zo ke di ke zo ni zo ni zo ke di ga vu ga di pa ga vu pa vu di ke di ga vu pa vu ga vu di All right. Any questions there? Just the complication that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no questions.
Yeah. Should we just go with the words, or do you want to sing it again?
No, that's good. Let's go with the words.
Okay.
Let's go with words.
Let's see. Where am I on? Okay, that's okay. So. Okay, Lord, I pride. Lord, I have cried unto thee. Hearken unto me. Hearken unto me, O Lord. Lord, I have cried unto thee. Hearken unto me. Attend to the voice of my supplication. When I cry unto thee, hearken unto me, O Lord.
So the ends diatonic,
It ends soft chromatic.
soft chromatic. Okay, sound like.
So
What's it does, then switch.
So instead of when I cry unto thee, right after that, hearken unto me, O Lord. It's not as intense as the hard chromatic would be,
That's why I missed it.
but we're playing around in there somewhere
Plus
in the,
I know it changed, but then,
but it's a subtle thing. And in general, for Western singers, including myself, it's either you go all the way towards the hard side, or you go all the way towards the soft side, which then leaves nothing in the middle. So.
Well, what did they do when they set this to Western notation? And they sing.
So
they make this?
Double
it, de-
flats,
it
double
well,
flats.
so
I
it
mean,
depends.
I wonder what they do.
So what they do, it depends who's writing it. If it's Papa Frem who's writing it, he will write it with just naturals, nothing flatted at all, and just you knowing that it's soft chromatic, so that natural is not really natural. It's you know where it is. Other people will write a flat with a bar through it, a line through it, which tells you that it's like a half flat, which also is not correct because it's not a half flat; it's a third of a flat.
It's a half flat answer to me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
So yeah.
But it's true.
So
Nobody
it's
has a half flat.
or it's not a fully flattened note. So they just
Okay.
put a bar through it to let you know that it's a different thing.
Okay.
But then if you're in the Antiochian church, they oftentimes have just flats written. So the Antiochians.
So it may sound different in the end.
Mhm.
Right.
So that's why we have notation, and we just know. We know the scale, even if we can't sing it,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yes, we know.
So in our mind, we're doing it fine. It doesn't really matter if we're doing it fine, unless it doesn't really matter. So I don't think the angels care. I don't think.
We don't make baby Jesus cry.
Nope. There's no crying babies. So let's sing that one more time a little faster, because it's not as painstakingly laborious when it's faster. So. Yes, Lord, I Lord, I have cried unto thee. Hearken unto me. Attend to the voice of my supplication. When I cry unto thee, hearken unto me, O Lord. Cool. Is that rhythm at the end is fine for everybody? The me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, wow,
Yeah,
okay.
that wasn't-
I was
that's not
expecting for that to be easy. Well, it comes back again, so now you've got like half the hymn. That's not fair. Okay, then my prayer.
Come on, this is your varsity crew, Nick.
Yeah, I know
Your
you guys are pretty. I don't want to say surprising me, but it's like this is good. Then my prayer. This one should be pretty straightforward. No scale changes. The last line is familiar. The beginning is also familiar. So, incense is probably the hardest part of this. And it's not really hard. It's just the fact that you have two notes. That's just one beat there on the ke. The ga ke ke the. Alright. Alright, let's sing it. Let my prayer be set forth as incense before thee. The lifting up of my hands as an evening sacrifice. Hearken unto me, O Lord. Let's do the lifting up of my hands.
Okay.
I think that was the only part. Any other difficulties there?
Or maybe starting with incense.
Sure. Well, let's do the lifting up of my hands just to isolate it, and then we'll go back and do let my prayer, the entire thing. Neones. So that's our goal, the lifting.
Yeah.
The lifting up of my hands. Cool?
No.
Okay,
Again.
one more time?
One more time.
Okay.
I can see
The lifting up of my hands.
Okay, I didn't see the little dot. That's what was messing me up.
Okay. Oh, under up.
Yeah.
Or-
mhm,
okay.
Yeah, next to the flat.
Let's do it from Let My Prayer. Let my prayer be set forth as incense before thee. The lifting up of my hands as an evening sacrifice. Hearken unto me, me, O Lord. Nice. Nice. Okay. Any questions there? Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm inclined to just read through all these verses of the Psalms.
Yeah.
I think we're getting better, so do you mind if I push the tempo on these? So,
Okay.
okay. So, these shouldn't be very difficult. There's not, I mean, it eventually gets predictable what the jumps are. Every so often, if you look at number 2, just to give you an example, excuses and sins, that just goes into diatonic. For our purposes, from a Western ear, ignore it. You're going to do it anyway. Excuses and sins, excuses. And I'm probably not even singing it close enough to what it should actually be. So just know that it's not excuses and sins, which it would be if it didn't switch.
Okay.
So just sing what's natural.
All
And then just looking ahead, there's nothing. Nothing. No, thou knowest my paths. Number 12 is just same thing, diatonic. 15 is the same thing, watch it out for my soul. Same pattern, actually. 17, same thing. 18, same thing.
Yeah.
So, it should get repetitive.
Yeah.
It should be kind of obvious what's going on. So, Neones, set, O Lord, a watch before my mouth, and a door of enclosure round about my lips. Incline not my heart unto words of evil, to make excuse with excuses and sins, with men that work iniquity, and I will not join with their chosen. The righteous man will chasten me with mercy and reprove me. As for the oil of the sinner, let it not anoint my head. For yet more is my prayer in the presence of their pleasures. Swallowed up near by the rock have their judges been. They shall hear my words, for they be sweetened. As a clod of earth is broken upon the earth, so have their bones been scattered nigh unto Hades. For unto thee, O Lord, are mine eyes. In thee have I hoped. Take not my soul away. Keep me from the snare which they have laid for me, and from the stumbling blocks of them that work iniquity. The sinners shall fall into their own net. I am alone until I pass by. With my voice unto the Lord have I cried. With my voice unto the Lord have I made my supplication. I will pour out before him my supplication. Mine affliction before him will I declare. When my spirit was fainting within me, that thou knewest my paths. In this way wherein I have walked, they hid for me a snare. I looked upon my right hand and beheld, and there was none that did know me. Flight hath failed me, and there is none that watcheth out for my soul. I have cried unto thee, O Lord. I said, thou art my hope, my portion art thou in the land of the living. A tender unto my supplication, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from them that persecute me, for they are stronger than I. Keep going.
Bring
Bring my soul out of prison, that I may confess thy name. The righteous shall wait patiently for me, until thou shalt reward me. Out of the depths have I cried unto thee, O Lord, O Lord, hear my voice. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice of my supplication. All right, the only weird one is 22.
Dude, yeah, with that little.
The voice of.
Yeah, well, the convenient part is you look at the Eson there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Attentive. Oh wait. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice of the the voice of my supplication. Yeah. Cool. Any immediate difficulties? There's just little things in there. I think that little mess ups here and there. Those I reserve the right if we do sing them, since we're gonna switch in a few weeks. I think 3 weeks or so, to the even tones. I reserve the right to pause at any point in there, because there are some times when it kind of seems like you could breathe there.
Yeah.
Or you can just like take a gentle. Pull it a little bit. I think there was
Yeah, I mean we're used to like watching the pants.
Yeah. And there was one. I think when it was, you could do it the entire way through, but you could really just like pull it back a little gently, not really take a break, but you could at least pause a little bit. Seshura, I think is the Western term. Just a little cut, little breath.
I've never heard that term before. You said Ashura?
Seshura.
C-E-S-U-R.
It's a sure.
Yeah.
It's C-E.
It's not big enough to be a breath, but
Right.
it's something where like
It's
everyone. It'd be where everyone. It's a little cut.
It means, a cut.
And so everyone
It's
would
like
cut
cut.
together, but you would maybe like, you would cheat off of the next note. So it would be like, bring my soul out of prison. That, you would kind of cut that one off and breathe. Or soul out of prison, you don't go out of rhythm, but you pull it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's not bring my soul out of prison, it's not that thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know how do you write a sister in West? I think it's just a little. I have to think.
I don't know what the notation is.
I forget.
I thought it was a little squiggle.
Yeah.
Like an apostrophe.
Yeah, I thought it was too. I don't know. I'll have to look back in my Western books.
Apostrophe.
I'm too
Look it up
removed
later.
from the Western music.
My funkin' web.
Oh.
Who knew? Okay, so the verse number 1, stick here number 1. Let's. Do you want to sing this one with the words? This one's fun. All of them are fun.
Which one? Oh, the Bring My Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
A lot of these deal with.
Looks a little weird.
Yeah. I leave it up to you. Either you have to work on switching scales, or you have to work on switching the note name. So one or the other.
Is it a D-pop thing if you switch? What we get? I don't
This one,
see that.
let's do this one on note names just because. So the weird thing, so if you look at the third line,
Yeah.
Mary. So, vu ga ga vu vu. This is now the vu ga ga vu vu. The ke zo ni zo ke the. Ga vu ga di ke zo ke zo ke ga di vu. So then it keeps going. But it's that little switch from the vu on the third line to the.
So that's hard chromatic there, right?
Yeah, then it switches to diatonic,
Diatonic on K.
and that becomes ke, but it's already ke.
It's
So
already K, so but yeah.
the ke, that just becomes a diatonic ke. And then
And it's back to hard chromatic.
yeah, back to hard chromatic on cross. And then on the next page we
So it's either the or pa right there, right?
where?
at the cross.
That becomes the.
The.
And then on the next page, on As He Willed, that goes down to low knee, which is actually our pa in hard chromatic. And then Papa Frem forgot to write the scale change symbol there. So
Right there.
either on knee you could write it, or I would probably write it on a rising there. You'd put the soft chromatic symbol under a. You could also write it on the knee. Either one's acceptable. So
Where's this one?
as he willed, and arising from the dead. So that's right on the right.
Yeah, I'm doing it so far that it's not so much that this is a hard tone, it's that there's a lot of scale changes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of going between
Yeah,
various things.
that's what makes it difficult for me. It's like if we just stay in soft chromatic or hard chromatic or diatonic,
It's
that's
easy
not
to
really
read,
a
yeah.
problem. But like, especially this one, like all three of them are there.
Yep. Oh wait, yeah. I think we get more later.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So Neones, bring my soul out of prison, that I may confess thy name. Let's do that one more time.
Why was that hard for us?
I don't know.
Maybe we're not singing.
One more time. We'll see if it was just a fluke.
Yeah.
Bring my soul out of prison, that I may confess thy name. And it's the fess thy name. It's one of the most fun things to do in Byzantine chant. And seriously, like once you get used to it, it's like fess. It's a very exciting. I don't know why. I can't describe it. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Take
We're
your fun
already
you
there.
take your fun, you take your fun where you can get it, I guess.
Yeah.
Byzantine chant, yes.
It's the little things. Okay, so the queso. The queso, queso, nizo, viga, queso, zo, So now it's a question of we're on pa. So that depends where you switch the scale. So if that is, where did you guys switch it? Did you put it on
Yeah.
Or,
Oh.
okay, so then it'd be pa, and then it go the. If that confuses anyone, we have two these in a row.
Oh, that's right, because it's back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of word, okay.
So it really depends where do you switch it.
Yeah.
So pa the zo ke ga vu ga di ke zo ni pa ni zo ke di. That's my fault. Vi ga vi ke zo ke vi. Let's do He Saved Me the Erring Man one more time.
What is the three written above the come. I'm just wondering.
Where?
I missed something.
Where?
The 3 is written over come, the word, and the numeral 3.
Oh yeah, that just means it's a triplet
It's
rhythm.
a triplet. We're supposed
So-
to sing it like a triplet. Not
Well,
really.
no, it's a triple meter.
A triple. Oh, okay.
So instead of duple meter, everything is duple meter in Byzantine chant, unless otherwise specified. So this means we're switching into triple. So, come let us worship God, the Word, who was begotten of the Father before the ages.
Okay.
And was incarnate, one triplet, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Right.
So, does that,
Yeah.
you hear the
It's sort of-
change?
it's a triple.
Yeah, triple meter.
Okay.
So they put the
You
3
don't know
there.
where the number is until like the bar.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Sometimes the number's not there and you just have bars. But then you normally
yeah.
have a bar before and a bar after.
Right.
But you'll notice that. We'll sing some music that's triple meter eventually. Sometime soon. It'll be fun. And but yeah, does that clarify? That's
no,
good?
I can see it. I mean, I think now Western music, 'cause that's
Mhm.
that would be done.
Yeah, you'd have a 3/4 symbol.
Mhm.
Symbol. Okay, he saved me the erring man. One more time. Neanevi kezoni panizo zoke kezoli vigaga vivi kezoke vivi. Cool. Alright, let's sing it with the words, unless there's any specific questions. Or anything
For
you want to go
having
over.
endured was a little hinky for me.
Okay. You want to do it with the note names, or just go through it with the words eventually? Like, which
Okay.
would you?
I prefer words.
Okay, because it might become clear with just the music.
Okay.
We'll see. And then I think it might help if I also put on the ESON machine, and then you see where the ESON follows. You can feel it then.
Okay.
We'll see. Will give us a second to just read it without, and then maybe we'll read it again. So, Neones, bring my soul out of prison, that I may confess thy name. Come, let us worship God, the Word, who was begotten of the Father before the ages, and was incarnate of the Virgin Mary. For having endured the cross, he was delivered over to burial as he willed. And arising from the dead, he saved me, the erring man. Anything in there that you want to go over, just like as a small phrase, or we're gonna do it one more time?
No, for having endured, that's the same part I had.
Okay.
Probably.
Do you want us to isolate it?
Yeah, just isolate.
We're doing hard
Cool.
chromatic there.
No,
Arc.
well, starting from endured is
Yeah.
in diatonic.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wait.
um,
But four
For
before.
having is hard chromatic, yeah.
I know that, and then it goes in. Yeah.
so let's just go. I'll just sing real quick.
It's messy, yeah.
Virgin Mary, then for having endured the cross. I'll just sing that really quick, and then hopefully it'll become a little clear, and then we'll sing it together. So, the Virgin Mary, for having endured the cross, he was delivered over just straight into hard chromatic. So let's sing it from Virgin, maybe. Let's do let's do of the Virgin.
Okay.
Third line.
Of the Virgin Mary, for having endured the cross, he was delivered over to burial as he willed.
Let's just do for having endured straight from Mary, Virgin Mary.
Diatonic, then hard chromatic.
So of the Virgin Mary, just that those two, like 1.5 lines there, of the Virgin up until the cross.
Of the Virgin Mary, for having endured the cross.
So does that?
I know. That's
So.
I know we can.
Yeah.
Switch on to diatonic.
So
Right,
For
and then go to chromatic.
having endured the cross.
is that making more sense?
Yeah,
Gelling?
no, I'm just no, I know I'm getting into the modes.
Yeah.
You're going from diatonic into
Yeah.
hard chromatic,
Mhm.
and then you're starting with hard chromatic. So it's just switching your head a little bit.
Yeah, soft then hard chromatic.
Soft, I mean,
Yeah.
soft, and then
Soft
hard
chromatic diatonic.
Is it at
Hard
all
chromatic.
the musicality there? I don't care about the terms, but so
Endure the cross is hard chromatic, isn't
No, it's. Oh yes.
endured.
Well,
Endured
For
is
having is
diatonic,
hard chromatic. Endure the cross is diatonic.
and
it?
then
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
See, that's the point.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm dyslexic,
okay.
even without my glasses. What I meant is what you
Okay, let's sing with Anisan. Is it any questions?
No, it's just tricky. The scale changes are just tricky.
So we'll hopefully with this it'll become clear. Just let's
There's
start
a
at
certain amount of inertia from the previous scale, so like
Yeah.
it switches so quickly like this, like,
Yeah.
you never have time to get out of the old scale.
Yep.
I know.
So it'll just come with practice.
Okay, so come let us worship.
Neonis, come let us worship God the Word, who was begotten of the Father before the ages, and was incarnate of the Virgin Mary, for having endured the cross, he was delivered over to burial as he willed, and arising from the dead, he saved me, the erring man.
Cool. Isan help?
Yeah, it did actually.
Kind of
Mhm.
show where it's going a little
Could
bit.
get too far away from that.
I think
what
what
you're
you-
supposed to be saying.
What you noted, at least the one thing, and I don't like the way that they did the Isan in this app. I'll have to bring it to him. But you have
Go get him.
so you have name of the Virgin Mary. So it's a really low voo. Then for having endured the cross, he was. I wish that was a really low D.
Yeah.
He was delivered over
never to bury all as He willed.
Cool. I just wish it was a lower knee down the octave, because it kind of like you're waiting for this to drop, like a basso profundo. You're waiting for it to drop to the low note, and then the Isan machine goes up to the high knee. So boo. But yeah, hopefully that gives you kind of it shows you where it's going a little bit. Hopefully. Okay. Next one, the righteous shall wait patiently for me. We'll just sing straight through this one. Okay. We have a little bit, and hath destroyed the dominion of death. You'll kind of notice where it goes. Same phraseology, but not as complex. Isan, no Isan? Thoughts?
Oh yeah, put these on.
With the Isan?
Sure.
Okay. Anyone disagree? This is a democracy here. So.
The Isan is written in here
We
too.
want a dictatorship.
I will tell you what to do.
Please.
Okay. So, says our note.
The righteous shall wait patiently for me until thou.
So,
Until thou shalt reward me.
let's do it one more time.
Yeah.
The righteous shall wait patiently for me until thou shalt reward me. Having nailed to the cross the handwriting that was against us, Christ our Savior hath blotted out and hath destroyed the dominion of death. We worship His arising on the third day.
Any questions there?
No, it's similar.
Scale change, go okay? And
Yeah,
hath
that's
destroyed
It's actually
the.
surprising that I clued into it. I
But
think
it
it's
was-
the first time I went, oh, scale change.
But it was the same pattern as the previous. more or
Yeah,
less.
pretty much.
So
And then
that'll follow
welcome to
through.
tone 2.
Yeah.
So no, I mean the same
Well,
scale changes. It's
Yeah, but it didn't
possible.
go into hard. It didn't go into diatonic. It
Yeah.
stayed- So that
Well, that
helped a
was
little
only-
bit. It just stayed in
Oh, that was
hard
a brief
chromatic.
part of the first one.
Yeah, so-
But yeah, in
Close that.
general, when in doubt, it's gonna go into hard chromatic and go down in E.
Yeah.
So, but if you notice, if it didn't, yep, and
But what he just said, I mean, like where it says of death,
Mhm.
I mean, we're used to a certain pattern, but I don't think that's quite what the pattern is there.
Nope.
Yeah, we're missing that flat instead. We're going down instead of just staying on that note.
so
Right before death.
right. So what the two things to point out there. So if it wasn't hard chromatic, it'd be and hath destroyed the dominion. It'd be a little different, but and hath destroyed the dominion of death.
Right.
Of death. It's not what we've gotten used to singing of death.
right.
It's not that.
It's got that little wiggle.
So yeah, the little bounce back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm fine with going on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay. Verse number 3 is to hear number 3. Let's sing this one just straight through. Doesn't look too difficult to me.
No scale.
Okay, so just straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the depths have I cried unto thee, O Lord. O Lord,
he is the Redeemer and Savior of our souls, and in awesome glory and mighty power, he cometh again to judge the world which he fashioned.
I'm used to that being in the middle of things. I'm not used to ending with that.
Yeah, it just kind of comes. And that's where, you could do he fashioned. Just give it a little finality to it, if one is so inclined. The only thing that's weird in this one is and in awesome glory.
Yeah, we didn't get that.
Yeah.
There we go.
So Likesoni Pavulni. And again, this is where, how do you extend the scale?
I didn't extend it the way you just did.
So one way you could do it is Likesoni and Pavulni.
That's what I did.
That's not what I've heard. I'll have to look into it more specifically. That's just
Well,
not my.
you
That's not my
sound
gut
like it already
feeling.
flattened. I mean, I think that was probably right.
Yeah. So my gut feeling is awesome glory,
Yeah.
as opposed to some glory, which just doesn't really feel right to me. To extend it, at least
Yeah.
extending it wise. So, for the moment, we'll do what I sing, until I tell you otherwise. So until I.
Good, the dictatorship
Yeah,
is here. That's
you're
what I
gonna
wanted.
do what I
That's what I
do.
want is a
Something wrong with this
dictatorship.
tricky. I can't remember, like,
Yeah.
I ended up on the same note as you, but I'm not sure I got there the same way. Maybe
Yeah.
it was the
Somewhere in
resurrection
the
of
middle.
Christ. I can't remember where it was now. It was early.
So yeah,
Somewhere in the
the
middle, I think I got stuck.
resurrection of Christ, and then for he is the Redeemer. I think people want to say resurrection. For
Oh.
he
Well, he's
is
back
the
too.
Redeemer.
Yeah, can we? This is a short one. Let's just do the whole thing again.
Sure. With the archangels let us praise the resurrection of Christ, for he is the Redeemer and Savior of our souls, and in awesome glory and mighty power, he cometh again to judge the world which he fashioned.
That was better.
Yeah, and
That Esau machine covers up a lot of sins, though.
It does.
It's probably better to practice without that.
without it, yeah, and you can tell if we're together or not.
Yeah.
If you have a voice actually singing with you, you can tell how clean it is because they're singing the words. If they're just singing, it can get a little more fuzzy. But if they're singing the words, it's got to be together, crisp. Yeah, and that's where cutting off together or not, or cutting off together or holding together is very important. So then it's like resurrection of Christ. Yeah, do you do that or do you Christ for, which is really tremendously important. Resurrection versus Redeemer. Res, R-E-S, or re. So, and that's, again, dictionaries. And how they separate it. Res,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Because it's
res.
res,
Oh, yeah, I see,
re. And the double R.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that'll help. Re versus re. Res. I don't know. I hope I'm not injuring any Latin
No.
No,
tenants.
but that's the right.
This is one of those things you don't want to sight read. You want to like have read through the where Redeemer's coming.
Yep, yep.
Not
No,
Redeemer.
Or
Yep.
instead of red sewer, yeah.
Okay, so I'm fine with stopping there for right now. It's 8:08.
Okay.
So the next week is the Great Canon.
Yay!
No chanting.
So quickly.
Yeah, no chanting lesson. So yeah, the Great Canon begins. Let us rejoice.
Yay!
For the fast has begun. And then after that, the next week is I think Parish Council. So if we can meet at 6:30, because I think Parish Council is 7:30 the following Monday.
All right. Yeah.
We could do 6:30.
That should be okay.